Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4, the Great War Redux with me, Alpha Omega and German Empire. So I apologize for a number of days without any videos, but my wife went down with a flu, and as it usually is, I caught it as well. I mean flu, it was more of a cold, but some kind of nasty virus. She got a bit of a fever. I didn't get anything, but you can maybe even hear it that I still have a bit of a recovering sinus from incessant running nose. Anyway, I'm back. I'm gonna make these first few videos a bit short to, ease myself into talking for 20 to 30 minutes because, believe it or not, it's a bit of a strain. So, I apologize for a bit shorter videos, but I'll try to make them as concise. I promised you in the last video that we are going to look at where we are right now as it's 2nd of December 1914 and what happened in the real world in the same time. So I'm going to start on the Eastern Front because that's where most of our battles are happening. And at this point, we are actually, in my opinion, doing slightly better than historically Germans and Austrians were doing. I mean, the first Russian offensive basically pushed the Austro-Hungarian forces through the Carpathians all the way to the territory of Hungary, and there were battles in the mountains which were horrifying for both of the sides. The only standing fort wasn't actually Lemberg. I was mistaken completely because Lemberg is today's Lviv. It's a historical name, but the fort of Przemysl was under siege all the way till March when it fell. It was retaken a couple of months later by the joint Austro-Hungarian and the German operation, but these guys were under siege for, I think, nearly half a year, which was amazing. But still, there's no forts there, which is a bit ahistorical, but I guess that's how it is. Maybe Austria-Hungary has some kind of focus for that, I don't know. But yeah, this whole territory was lost at this point to the invading Russian forces. While the Germans actually didn't gain this territory, but they controlled a bit more of a territory in this area. They were trying to push towards Warsaw. They broke a massive Russian offensive in September 1914, and since then there wasn't more fighting or any major battles in this area, but there was a heavy fighting with Austria-Hungary throughout the winter. Which was insane because the forces marched into the mountains, especially the Austro-Hungarian ones, with cardboard shoes and summer uniforms. So tens of thousands froze to death in the mountains. It's horrifying. As far as Serbia goes, we're also doing much better. And at this point, Serbia was standing tall. There was no territory taken by Austria-Hungary. All of their attacks were repelled, and Bulgaria wasn't in the war at all, so there was no fighting at this side. So the fact that we're pushing Serbia towards a capitulation is actually pretty good. Montenegro was also untouched, while at this point they already lost some territories, so we are doing much better in this regard. As far as Ottoman Empire goes, there was a bit of a gain in the North territory here, and they lost a bit of that territory over here, which I think might be what we're saying here. Nope, actually they advanced a bit, so instead of the advance here, they're advancing here, while Russians historically took a bit of territory by this time. Now there's of course the matter of the Western Front. At this point Belgium was all but lost. I think they held only short territory here near Dunkirk, and there was also a massive invasion into the fields of France. Germany already controlled a large area of industrial and agricultural significance for France. They were also very early in the war. I think that was in September, threatening Paris itself, but then they were pushed back. In December, there was actually an unsuccessful offensive in Champagne against the Germans. Frankly, it was a massacre for the French. And already the first battle of Ypres happened in November or October, November, sometimes around there. So the fact that we're actually not advancing here at all is very ahistorical. We should have already taken quite a big chunk of the territory, but I bet that the Germans didn't have a 30% penalty to their manufacturing capacities at this point. So hey, navy-wise, stuff happened everywhere. There was a number of battles around the world, but Germans were on the defensive. And you guys actually asked me about this territory that I completely forgot about. I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot that we had colonies in this area, and thus I didn't station any troops in here, and I can't. So I guess this one will be lost eventually when someone invades. My bad, I was supposed to send troops in, but you guys know that, we've already were pretty hard pressed. As far as our colonies go, they are still holding at certain places, which is very historical. But by 1915, I think all of them were lost anyway. So that's that. So that's the state of the world. We're gonna try to launch an offensive against Belgium in 1915. We'll see if we will have enough equipment to start training more Stoßtruppen divisions. It would be good. I'll have to retrain some of the 1910 to 1913. That should be my priority as well. And we should look into the modernization. Now we're getting the howitzer charging upgrade, that's fine. We're getting construction and tank prototype designs done. But we need a better... Hindenburg program gave us a boost. Okay, so we're gonna get an armored car pretty quickly. And we should get a better engineering corps that gives entrenchment. We should get a better hospital because that gives you extra trickleback and logistics companies. And of course we should look into this stuff too. Way too many things to do at this point. Way too many things. And we could even go with Navy, but I think we have modernization going. Instead, it might be fun to get some close air support. We're getting the next research slot in 4 days, so that's gonna allow us to modernize quickly. So let's unpause. See what there is to see. How's our Navy doing actually? How many ships are repairing? Not that many. Not that many. That's good. We're repairing some Austro-Hungarian ships. And our ships are actually doing pretty good. So one ship is repairing. A light cruiser SMS Mines. And we are upgrading and refitting 2 of our battleships. Yep, that sounds about right from what I remember. They're going to be done in May. Oh, that takes some time, but it's good. Because that will allow us to, do a bit more when it comes to dealing damage. But I think we've struck pretty heavily on the Royal Navy and on the Russians especially, so we should feel good about that. So what were we trying to do here? Where's our Stoßtruppen divisions? I think I retreated them to rest and recuperate. Yep, because they need... Yeah, they need more men. And they need to get better weapons and better guns and everything. Some of you actually mentioned that we can spend the officer experience. Huh. I can promote the officer. I think this would make him a general. I don't think I can... You mentioned that I can spend the experience here somehow, but I don't know how. Huh. Australian operative captured. Okay. Amelia Fessinger. We got her. And Matahari is gaining valuable experience in here. Are we upgrading? Yeah, economy civilian, because we need at least one more operative. If she gets captured, she's as good as dead. So it would be good to have at least one more person to be able to send to, you know, Operation Rescue Matahari, something like that. Okay, you guys are reinforcing, that's great. Yeah, they're all getting the better cannons. The Krupp 75 is the new one, right? Yep, okay, so they all got the new cannons. That's good. Breakthrough is above 60 now, which is good. And we finished the tank prototype. And we also got the extra slot. So what are we going to do with that now? Amplitude modulation will give us a reinforced rate. I don't think that's something that we desire at this point. This would increase your defense. This would increase your soft attack. That is, you know what, let's go with the Earhart EV4 armored car, because that is something that we are producing actively. And we could start working on the mortars. But I think we're gonna go with the infantry equipment too, because that's gonna give soft attack to everyone. Plus 5% doesn't seem like much, but it's pretty good. So let's get that. And as far as national focus go, did we want to Prussia Scandinavia? I think we did. So let's go with Scandinavia to focus, and we're gonna try to Prussia Scandinavia to joining the war. That would be good for us. Okay, have we tried to attack here? I think we might have. Is that just Wait, you guys will attack. You guys will support this attack, and so will you. Because I think we can push through here. Yep, they don't even have enough equipment for themselves, so that's good. And I think we're opening a line here to strike in Warsaw. With a bit of luck, actually an attack, combined attack from the north and the south would lock these units behind our lines. So I think that's gonna be our next Stostruppen plan. So you guys go in here. It was enough rust for you, and you guys are gonna go to Krakow, and we're gonna attack from the north and south and try to lock these 4 divisions behind our lines. That's going to be good. Let's speed it up a bit. Howitzer charging upgrade is going to be done soon. Construction 2 is going to be done soon. How's the equipment? We're a bit low on artillery. Oh yeah, we're a bit low on artillery, and now we're actually too short on artillery. So let's just train 2 divisions at this point. And these 5 are going to reinforce you guys. Yeah. The 8th Army. So you go. You go. Actually, you know what? No. You guys are gonna go separate, and you can be put to Debrecen. And we're going to train you there before we send you to the front line. French lost a bit of a convoy here. A little bit. I think we ought to send out another group to hunt. Let's give you another place to hunt. Norwegian coast and eastern North Sea seems like good places to focus on. Okay, winning here. You guys already in positions? Oh, you're not. Okay, you're moving still. Good, but you got enough supplies and everything. You're getting new weapons. You were completely re-equipped. Yeah, breakthrough is now 62. That's pretty good. Pretty good. So let's unpause. position our troops in their respective places, and we'll see what we can do. I like that they're getting experienced, though they're suffering quite a lot of casualties. But yeah, I know that some of you asked about this in the previous videos, how much casualties they probably well, how many casualties they suffered and how many people survived. So this time, when we're playing Germany, we're gonna see it. Let's go with Army Department, and yes, we're gonna get a second operative, so that's amazing, because we can then have these people save each other in case it's necessary. You're still repairing. Are you? 95.3. Have you been, like, completely torn to pieces? Come on, how much you're getting per day? Or are you in a queue or something? What the hell? With Pampas? Where the hell are you? How the hell did you get in here? What the hell? How in the hell did you get there? That's so weird. And Japan is justifying against us. That's great news. Almost wanted to have that happen. Okay, they reinforced. But I don't think that's such a big issue, because what I can do here is we can launch the attack from the south. And I think we'll be able to support it from two neighboring... Nope, just from you. But that's still good. I mean, this is gonna be a big, quick battle. Look at that, we're tearing them to pieces. So, Tretia Odtelnaya Cavalleria is getting... Wow. Jesus Christ, they're getting ridiculously smashed. You're gonna stay in here. And the moment we get in there, this is gonna happen. At which point, I think you guys can attack, and you can support. Okay, so let's do that. Because not only are we going to get rid of that cavalry, but we're now breaking these guys who are in two fights at once. And the moment we break this attack, we are going to relaunch the attack and have everyone join in there. And that's going to... Oh no, they launched a counterattack. But I think we can still deal with that. Yep, so we got 5 divisions attacking just one cavalry division, which is getting even worse killed or hurt than the one before, and they threw in an infantry division which is not gonna have much better time. Yeah, they're beating out men left and right, and we got it. So that means we will lock 3 divisions behind our lines and we can eliminate them. Would you believe it or not, means I can do this immediately. Okay, this operation is going pretty well. How's my Pampas fleet going? I wonder if someone's gonna sink him. It's actually a seasoned ship that already sank 2 destroyers, one British, one Russian. It hasn't been modernized though. But how the hell did they get in there is beyond me. Okay, and we got 1 destroyer that can go patrol. You can go train. Okay, fight's still going here. Oh, nice. Okay, which means you and you. Just you and you. Destroy these guys. There's a full division in there. Actually, it looks like maybe 2 full divisions. This one is... No, but it's still gonna be a couple dozen thousand men. Just this division should be at least 15, 16,000 men alone. So good operation. Good operation. Have a great war. So we finished construction too. Resource gain efficiency, oil, none of that is a problem right now. Max factories in the state would be, but production efficiency cap or concentrated industry is better. So let's get concentrated industry free. Getting the factory output plus 10% is going to be immensely useful. So let's take advantage of that. And we can get another doctrine for our troops. Shock troops. Backhand blow. Tactics movement lowered by 30%. My attacker tactic damage minus 20, but defender tactic damage plus 25. So that's a that is a defensive tactic. Okay, and land night attack plus 15%, and all of our troops get an urban attack of plus 10%, which should unlock the new doctrines for us. And here we'll have to decide what we're gonna get. Okay, that's gonna be a bit of a... It's gonna take a bit of a time. Okay, Anthony Denikin, surrender your troops. Nobody else has to die. I mean, you know it's gonna happen. Actually, I think we might strike here next and try to push the border a bit this way, because then maybe we could create a huge pocket around Marshall and encircle all of the enemy troops in there. That would be great. That would be downright great. So let's see how that's gonna happen. Okay, so we got these troops done, and we can now send you guys... how are we gonna position that? Let's send you here and give you an order. Okay, so that's it for this episode. See you next time.